Hello dear colleagues, my name is Oleg Prishepa. Welcome to Trading Hero YouTube channel. Let's start our weekly review. So our total profitability is plus 110%, and as you can see from the graph, we came very close to the levels we had like before we got a stop loss in April, and the profitability of this week is really good. It's almost plus 4%, and the monthly profitability is around 7.7%. And I'm sure that if during the next half of the months we're going to have the same volatility, we'll fully cover the drawdown we got in April and move on with like making bigger profits. So let's switch to MetaTrader platform and see how we were trading during the last week. The first pair we'll start with is GBP to USD on a 1 hour time frame. I highlighted the previous week with the gray rectangle so you can see all of the deals here. If you remember, we were trading in this lateral movement during several weeks, and finally we broke it. We were averaging the buying position we had from the last week, and when we came closer to the previous lows, we actually averaged this deal with the bigger order and then closed it with profit. And after we made a new bottom and retested and broke it, we started doing the same thing. We bought and then we were averaging this position and closed it with profit. On reversal moment, we were selling and selling. We were making like new local highs, we were breaking them, and we were selling and averaging the trades. So for now we came back to this corridor. We can actually make it like this, and we're gonna see what we'll have during the next week, because historically on a weekly time frame you can see that we retested the support levels we had from May 2020, and we actually made this like breakthrough and then bounce back, but still we have some historical lows even lower than the ones we had in May. First and the closest one we had when the COVID started in 2020, and the previous one we had when like actually what it was the second wave of the fall after Great Britain decided to quit the European Union. If you'll scroll this chart and look at the like historical data from 1993, you'll see that we never had such low price as we have it like right now, and we had in this like two situations. And pay attention that the price it went here for a week and then moved back. When we had the COVID situation, it went here for a week, and the next week we actually saw that the price bounced back. Why? Because some rates they are not actually profitable for the economy of the country, and the amount of people that are willing to buy also increases. So we have like two factors: one from the central bank of the country, the second one is from the like technical situation that the price is extremely low and it does make sense to make an investment. So these two factors, they actually cause the bouncing effect we saw in these cases. So we'll see how it goes. Let's switch to the next currency pair. The situation I think is much more interesting that we have on GBP USD. We actually were also like breaking the previous lows. We were buying and averaging those trades. Then we had a huge movement here. It was around 4,000 pips, and I'm really glad that we actually covered it easily. First of all, we saved almost 2,000 pips on this impulse, and only after we had it we started averaging the deals and then closed them with profit. On a global time frame, you'll see that the situation is also interesting, because we were retesting the previous lows from May. We made it once and we bounced back. Then we like made it for the second time, and we also bounced back. And then you can see that we have the previous lows from 2013, and we actually retested these levels and triggered a lot of pending orders, and actually this, like from my point of view, this was one of the reasons why the market restored so fast. So now we have actually two scenarios. The first one, we are like coming back to the corridor that was formed by actually like traders during the last 5 years, and we continue trading in this corridor, or we are trying to retest this corridor. You can see it right here, and we will be trading in this actually range. So we'll see how it goes, but I hope that those of you who were following my recommendations to make some investments, middle term or long term investments in like this currency pair, you have made some profit during the last week. Okay, let's move to the next currency pair. We have New Zealand to Canadian dollar. We were actually making the same moves as we had on GBP to Canadian dollar. We were buying when the market was falling. Then we made this kind of a local bottom, and we broke it, and we bought here once again. Made some profit. Then we were selling on a reversal movement after we broke the previous highs. Then we were selling once again. We actually closed one of the robots have already closed the position he had, and the second robot is still in the market. So we'll wait what we're gonna have like during the next week. And globally, the situation is also interesting because first of all, we retested the previous lows of 2020, and we actually bounced from these levels, and the price range we had like lower is the price we had in 2013, the same situation. So I think it also may be a good opportunity after we fall down and retest it once again to make some kind of like middle term investment apart from trading with the strategy. But for us, everything is okay. We're growing or falling, like it doesn't matter. The main thing we need is good, but like controlled volatility, like no extreme volatility, as we can see like in some cases with like GBP USD. Like we don't need it to ruin the system, but all other movements, it doesn't matter which trend we have, like uptrend or downtrend, it actually makes us richer from day to day. So the next currency pair is Australian to New Zealand dollar. As you can see, we tried to retest the like new attitude, but still we did not make it successfully, and we actually we're waiting for this situation to sell. We sold it here, and on a reversal moment we actually we were waiting for the market to reach the like previous support zone, and we did it and close it. I'm really glad like to see the situation like that. And after we broke it, like I mean this support line, and felt a little bit lower, retested the previous lows, we opened a buying position once again. Globally, you can see that from the lateral movement we had, we can speak about a local trend that we can say that it's like we continue to grow after this like moment that actually was like broken. We can even make another like trend line, but still it actually doesn't matter here. I just want to show you the direction. And globally, you can see that we are retesting the previous highs. First of all, we were retesting these highs from March 2021, then we bounced back. Then we retested the highs from August 2020, and we bounced back. And now we retested the highs from August 2018, and we bounced back. So the situation is like similar to the one we had on GBP to Canadian dollar, but in that case we were buying, now we are selling against this impulse. So everything is okay with this currency pair. Let's move on to the final pair for today. It will be Australian to Canadian dollar. As you can see, we were trading in this like corridor for several weeks, and we actually broke the previous support levels, and it gave us the opportunity to average our deals and close them with profit. We formed a local bottom, and then we broke it and we bought, obviously, at these price levels, and then we were selling during this like reversal moment, and closed one of the robots, closed all of the deals with profit. One got like some small loss, but still totally we got profit from two robots. And globally, Australian to Canadian dollar is like interesting from the point that we actually broke the like this year's low, and it was one of the reasons why we got this increasement in price. But if we're gonna be falling, we're not gonna see some historical support and resistance lines. So I think it will be uh, not so like effective to make some middle term or long term forecasts for this currency pair. But for our strategy, everything goes according to the plan. I'm really glad that we made a good profit during the last week. I would like to wish all of you profitable next week. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Join our strategy, make money with us, and see you next weekend.